You guys are watching NFL Daily. I am Tom Downey here with a mailbag, answering all of your questions as part of today's live NFL Daily. Remember, if you want to be on the mailbags, kind of need to be subscribed. From Melly to Money, if Dak wins MVP this year and we make the Super Bowl and lose, would that be a good season? The Cowboys have not been that far since I was roughly the age of 3. So, hell yeah, it's a good season. It's not perfect. But if I told you right now the Cowboys make the Super Bowl, every Cowboy fan goes, yes, I'm in. Sold. Let's do it. That's the mark of a good season. Evan Hinders, odds the Dolphins make the playoffs. That's the tricky part because I think the Dolphins are a good football team. 9-8 last year. In theory, better on offense this upcoming season. The problem is, AFC's loaded, man. Bills, Chiefs, Raiders made it last year. Chargers, Broncos should be better. AFC North has 4 borderline playoff teams if you count Pittsburgh. Titans, Colts. Patriots might be decent. So probably less than 50-50 just because of how good the AFC is overall. From Jeremy Gates, what do my Saints need to round out the roster? Another running back, Quan Alexander. Overall, in terms of like the realistic upgrades, like you'd love Mahomes. You're not going to get Mahomes, right? Maybe a linebacker. I think you're actually okay at that point if you're going to give Pete Werner a bunch of roles. But maybe you want some veteran depth there. I wouldn't mind looking for another defensive tackle. Tough to find one. I think another backup running back is a good area there. In the end, this team's in pretty good shape. You're just banking on Jameis Winston and your young guys taking a big-time step forward. Smokey254 McKenzie, are we going to see Jordan Love play in the near future? If Deshaun Watson is suspended all year, do you see my Texans having 2 top 10 picks? So 2 questions. You're cheating, but I respect it there. I don't see Jordan Love playing outside of the preseason. Like, Green Bay is not going to bench Aaron Rodgers outside of blowouts. So I don't think Jordan Love's going to play that much. And I don't know how much interest there is in him. So I think for Love, he's just kind of stuck in an awkward position behind the Hall of Famer and Rodgers with no path to playing time. As for Deshaun Watson, if he's suspended, let's say all year, you could try to bring back Baker Mayfield. It seems like that race has been run. He's done. That would make Jacoby Brissett your starter for all 16 or all 17 games. And that is maybe a 500 team, if that. So you could have 2 top 10 picks at that point for Houston. From Larry the Snail 900, who will sign Anthony Barr? Good question. Several teams have somewhat been linked to Barr. I think at this point in his NFL career, he's not going to be the same guy he was in his prime. I just don't think he's going to be that high-end impact linebacker, but he can be a nice linebacker 3, linebacker 4. Some teams that could use some linebacker help. Dallas has been linked pretty heavily. Denver could use one more guy. The Lions could always use linebacker help. The Chargers, too. He could be a good kind of hybrid fit for that defense there. The Patriots could always use that hybrid type of player as a Donta Hightower replacement. Pittsburgh Steelers, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Tennessee Titans. Those latter 2 teams could always use linebacker help. Seattle in particular I don't love, but are they contenders? I'm not so sure. So when it comes to free agency, I want you guys to shout out your favorite team and then name a free agent you want this time. So a 2-part ask, a little bit trickier. So take advantage of this. If the ad break comes here on YouTube, head down there and let me know your favorite team and a free agent you guys want to sign. From Tyler Samples, any news on Trey Flowers? Not really. Very quiet around him. I know he'd been speculated that the Jets could sign him. I think the Patriots could sign him, which does make sense from a fit there. Coming up a down year, I think he signs maybe in a month-ish. He might wait for an injury, then try to get more playing time and cash in again next year if he bounces back in 2022. From Michael McKee, last undefeated team and how late into the year? Oh, good question. Probably got to go NFC then because, the NFC is so loaded. Looking for a good team on that standpoint. Give me the Packers, and they will lose their first game by week 9. It's just a total shot in the dark on that standpoint. Our goal right now at Chat Sports is to get to 300,000 subscribers on our channel right here. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Free videos every single day right here at Chat Sports. Why Big Jordan? Matt Golden Corral is Chris Sims' #1 QB and also Ben McAdoo's. They don't miss. So when does he dominate the league? This year or next year? That's fun. That's funny. Why Big Jordan? Yeah, those guys definitely don't miss ever. Yeah, I remember Kellen Mond being the next great thing, and who was the running back from Louisville? Oh, Javian Hawkins, top 3 back out of the NFL. To answer your question, he ain't ready. Matt Corral is not prepared to play in the NFL. That Ole Miss offense, not NFL style. It is RPOs, play action, single read shots. He needs time. So if you're hoping for dominance, look towards the future in the end. From Travis, what teams do have a first-round pick in the 2023 NFL Draft? I'll get the list up here for you guys. There are some teams who have traded their first-round picks. So the Niners sent theirs to Miami, the Broncos to Seattle, Cleveland to Houston, the Rams to Detroit, and the Saints to Philadelphia. So 5 teams already moved their first-round pick. From Wookie Screech, I don't have that in my repertoire. I can't do one. My buddy can. I can't. Why hasn't JC Tretter had any interest? It's a great question. I'm not sure. I might even accuse NFL of collusion here because Tretter shouldn't be unsigned. And if you have concern about the knees and the medical, I get that. He missed a lot of time in practices last year, but was always out there playing games. But now, after playing at a high level last year, he can't play anymore? That doesn't make sense to me. It should be noted, by the way, that Tretter is the NFL president for the NFLPA for the player side. That is not something NFL teams typically like to have. So I would just like to say maybe that's a factor on that side. 6 teams. That makes sense. The Dallas Cowboys, because Tyler Biadasz has not been great. The Raiders, I don't believe in Andre James. The Dolphins should not try the Con Williams experiment, which they appear to be doing. The Vikings, Tretter's better than Garrett Bradbury. The Niners lost Alex Mack. Tretter would be a great pickup. And Seattle would also be a good pickup for them for a team that could use some more offensive line help. So when it comes to Tretter, will he play this year? Y for yes, N for no. Make your predictions for me in the comments section. Y or N. Evan Hinders. I think Davis Mills has 24 touchdowns, 11 INTs, yet only 2,000 passing yards. It's a very low number of yards, confusingly low. Did he miss time or what? If those are his stats, Jeremy, feel free to chime in. I kind of think that that means Houston's taking a QB early in the NFL draft. Smokey McKenzie, what division do you think will have the most teams in the postseason? So I think on the AFC side, the AFC West is loaded. 4 very real playoff threats. Then it's the AFC North. I think the West is the answer here. The AFC West and the NFC West. 2 divisions that are loaded with talent that are going to have very good teams that can make multiple of those teams in the postseason. From Major Payne, who will have a better season, J.K. Dobbins or Najee Harris? I think it's pretty straightforward, Najee Harris. And I like Dobbins a lot, but he's coming off injury. Gus Edwards is on the team as well. The Ravens have other backs. Pittsburgh does not. Najee Harris is going to get a massive workload for the Steelers. So I think Harris is the guy you want for NFL and for fantasy on top of that. Now, we are live every Monday and Wednesday, although it's going to be Thursday this week, folks, for NBA now. But in the season, we're live on Mondays and Wednesdays here at Chat Sports. Subscribe so you never miss any of our live shows here at Chat Sports. That includes NFL coverage and my boy Chase Sr. doing NBA Finals watch parties. If you haven't already subscribed, right now. From Brokov, Dalton Schultz and Anthony Brown for Caleb Farley and Austin Hooper. Titans say no. They do get an upgraded tight end and a good corner, but Farley was a first-round pick. They're not going to ship out Farley already. They are also a little bit tight on money. I don't think they want to have Schultz and then pay him a big-time deal. So, clever idea trying to get Farley to Dallas. I respect it, but the Titans say no. That is not an ideal move for them in the end. all of the division questions today. Rank the divisions from hardest to easiest. Okay, so let me get them all up here. We'll go AFC then NFC just to separate it. AFC, it goes West, North, East, South, pretty easily for me. NFC, okay, let's go West, North, East, South. There's one good NFC division, that is the West, and I think the South, North, and the East and the NFC would be 3 of the bottom 4 overall, with the AFC South also mixed in there. From Ricky Smiles. Have you smiled today, Ricky? I hope so. Does Kaleb McGary have any trade value? Maybe. He has been, to be blunt, not great in his NFL career. The Falcons declined his 5th-year option. Teams are always desperate for O-line help. 5 teams that need a tackle, right? Denver, if Billy Turner's not healthy and is not the guy. The Raiders, don't play Brandon Parker, please. The Chargers, get Storm Norton out of there. The Dolphins, is Austin Jackson or Liam Eichenberg your best fit? I'm not so sure. Tennessee, if you don't trust Dylan Radins or Nicholas Petit-Frere. The issue is Kaleb McGary better than any of those guys? I'm not sure. That's the issue the Falcons and other NFL teams have right now. So McGary, so far at least, is probably a bit of a draft bust. So what I want you guys to do is be mean. Head to the comments section and name a recent draft bust, probably first round or so, on your favorite NFL team. From Smokey McKenzie, will Derrick Henry get back to form this year, or is he slowly declining? Henry's yards per carry dropped by a full yard last year. As he hits his age 28 season, that is at least a minor red flag. Now, he has had a massive workload in his NFL career. Henry is built different than most, but after 2, really 3 peak years in a row, will he return to form? Maybe not quite that level. The O-line isn't as good in Tennessee, by the way, anymore. That's a big-time red flag. He will be good. I don't think he'll have another 2,000-yard season, though. From Larry Rosen, wow. Is Harrison watching from home and manscaping from his couch? Harrison is actually about to leave. I would hope he's not manscaping in the office. That is wildly inappropriate. So, Larry, thank you for that question, and thanks for making it weird, buddy. I appreciate that a lot here at Chat Sports. All right, that wraps up today's NFL Mailbag. If we did not get to your question, that's okay. My DMs are open, so hit me up at WhatGoingDowney for any and all of your NFL-focused questions right here at Chat Sports.